What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the You Don't Know Ball podcast. Tyler and Hunter are cheesing. We have our Week 7 preview / mini game / Monday Fun Day.
Monday Fun Day.
Because Hunter wanted me. But first, we are going to open up with a question. What is your favorite movie?
You can bake me all you want. Yes, I am a child at heart. I don't care. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Nothing's better.
Great book, by the way.
Why would
No
people
reason
make
to
fun of
regret
you
it.
for that?
Because I'm 23 years old and my favorite movie is a
It's
child.
like one of the...
Kind of raw though.
Everyone loves
Kinda
Star
raw.
Wars.
As
Well,
a,
yeah,
as
I
a
hope-
fellow Star Wars fan, respect.
I hope people would respect it. And if they made it in like 2017, it would be the greatest.
Didn't watch
ever.
Obi-Wan, though.
Yeah, it's kind of fake.
I got to get around
he's
to that.
Cap.
I don't really watch shows like that. All right. Give me a
Respect.
break.
Do you know
Stop.
Connor reads?
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone know that?
Yeah.
If you want, instead of your movie,
Favorite book?
you could do book.
Fire.
But I know you're a movie critic, too, so...
Yeah, I do it all.
I'll beat you to
I
it.
want you to know you
for
read
your-
it till just now.
I'll beat you to it for your favorite book. Why is it The Diary of the Wimpy Kid? Yes, it is. You're just reading.
Wait,
them.
swear that it is.
Yeah, he just started reading them.
No, what the fuck? It's like when I was like 11.
Okay.
All right.
How about when
Go
you're
ahead.
23?
All right. Favorite book, just because I read it? Dune. I mean, the author was taking acid when he wrote it. And you can kind of tell, like, while you're reading it. Because, like,
What is the stuff that's like they can't breathe in?
well, they can breathe on the planet Arrakis, but the spice like
Spice,
when they
yeah.
do breathe it, it like kind of gets them hallucinated once in
yeah.
a while, and it turns their eyes blue.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic book.
Isn't that what they called like K2?
K2?
Spice.
It's called Spice.
Yeah, I certainly
What's
would have not
K2?
known this is what Dune was about. Like, I was not under the impression.
You know,
What is
like,
K2?
You know, K2 is like it was like an issue in like the early 2000s. It's like synthetic marijuana.
And it
people were
turned
like-
their eyes blue?
No, but people
Oh.
are like driving their cars.
That'd
to
be some
houses.
crazy shit.
All right, real quick, Connor, movie.
Just recent bias, La La Land. Gotta be my
Nice.
favorite movie right now.
Love a rom-com
Gotta
guy.
be.
Oh yeah,
Dobbs.
both of them recently.
Dude, I'm too much of a movie buff. I've just seen too many good movies. No, but I will say, so recently, because I just literally watched it again for like the 5th time the other night, just because it's such a great movie. Stand By Me is a great movie, and like that's one of the
Why have I heard?
one of the top 100 I've ever seen for sure. So like,
Wait, I haven't seen that. What's Stand By Me?
bro, you're capping. All right, so you're capping because it fills out like every genre. Like, you know, it's got stuff that like is like actually for real, like
This?
deep. It's got funny stuff. It's got like, yeah, bro. It's the Stephen King like book adaptation. Absolute, definitely like must see if you haven't seen it. Really good movie.
Speaking my language with this book talk.
Yeah, bro.
And it's a
you should
letterbox.
watch it tonight because it's literally like on like, I literally just watched it on one of those streaming platforms.
I've seen this before when I was
Great
younger. This is
movie.
a fantastic movie.
It is, dude. No, this is a great movie. It's so that's why nowhere. It's not even in the top 10. It's not like the greatest, but good flow. You know, good.
Oh,
flow
we don't-
going all.
We don't care about top 10 or critically acclaimed stuff. If you like it, you like it.
Got 92%.
You know,
right,
I can't. I have to be that guy. Like, I am the critically acclaimed guy though. Like
Oh.
9 times out of 10, if the movie doesn't have like good themes, a deep narrative, and you know, like the characters are like devolved, I'm like, I can't get into it as much. I'm not as much for the characters though as the other two things. You got to hit me on the other two though.
Hunter.
I wouldn't say my favorite. I always have a really hard time picking my favorite movie, but if you guys have seen No Country for Old Men, that movie is so crazy.
Seen
It's
it a
like
while
it's a
ago.
very
That
slow
actually might be
build,
the
but
best.
if you like strategically,
Is it where the
thought out
guys
planned movies,
walking around killing people?
Well, that's a little bit unspecific. We're
yeah,
gonna need
yes, but like where you talk the
Yeah, where he's like shooting people.
and he's got
with
the haircut.
thing.
Yeah, that shit
yeah.
is. It's a crazy movie.
best bad guy I've ever seen though. No, like no BS. He actually plays the best bad guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Mine is, I'm going to give 2. I love Inglourious Bastards. I think that movie's,
I haven't seen it. I know I'm cat for that. I know.
Wow.
it's so good. I love it. And then recently, actually within the last few days, I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's such a hard name to drop. Insane movie.
Everybody
Very
keeps saying
confusing,
that.
but it's so good. I would
Oh.
highly recommend it.
Yeah,
I've
heard
also
nothing-
been told
I've heard
about it.
nothing. I've heard nothing but good things about.
Yeah,
that
I've
movie.
never-
I
Well,
think
I've never
like
heard of
I think
this.
the ratings are like crazy too.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and I was with my parents or something like that, and they're like no, like it was all over the place. It was just like,
I don't
Bang,
think
bang,
I don't
bang.
think parents would like it very much.
you think it's more for us?
Yeah, for sure.
95 on the tomato.
No,
meter.
it's like it's really
95.
good.
Choice, man.
Stunning visuals and a really deep, powerful story. It sounds like it'll be up my alley.
Dude, no, Dobbs. You just hit the pen, get a little cooked, and you're having a great night.
Okay,
You're gonna be like over analyzing everything and like putting things together. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna have to. That's on Netflix too. Am I seeing this correctly or?
No, I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
I don't think it is. It's probably an HBO Max.
It just came out
Tight.
recently.
Oh, that I'm
yeah.
capped. Yeah, no. Totally misread that.
But all right, we'll jump into the football part. That took a good 5 minutes, but it was fun.
It was cool.
Hunter.
So
Fake movie buffs.
I got 3 quick questions for you guys. After watching the NFL this year, there's a lot of up in the air, a lot of uncertainty, I would say, this year, just with like new teams coming up through the ranks, the old teams, old players kind of, I won't say falling off, but kind of not at their peak anymore, the transition of power. So I got 3 questions for you guys, and I want you guys to answer very quickly. I don't want it to be like super thought out because I want this answer to come to mind. So when people see the question, they're like, oh, this is like, they have an immediate thought when you see a question. So the first question I have, we'll start at Dylan and work our way down. One team after this year you'd like to see Tom Brady go to?
We kind of already talked about it today earlier, but the Niners is always a good one, I think.
Oh, you kind of stumped me with that one.
Chicago Bears.
I'm just gonna say
The Bears.
I'm gonna say the Cowboys because it's the best QB of all time and one of the better franchises of all time. I don't know. That was a weird pick. I didn't like it.
You got really nervous.
I got nervous. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. I just said it for no
I'm not
reason.
gonna lie.
I kind of like
He made me really nervous too.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't know how fast the question was going.
I'm nervous. Looking at teams.
I couldn't even.
Yeah, I had to
think.
look at the teams too.
Oh fuck. He's got to go to the Jets.
Oh,
Fire.
that would kind of be raw.
No,
Might have
It's
done
like when Brett
something.
Favre went
Top
there.
of the big jersey. Had ass.
The green. All right, I want Tom Brady on the Dolphins for sure. Nobody else would be able to work that offense like him and McDaniels. Oh, that's a Super Bowl.
How did I not think of
He
that?
was
That's a
supposed
Super
to.
Bowl.
Like Jets was raw,
That's a
but
good
that was
one.
the better option.
He was supposed to
Same
be a
division.
Dolphin.
What am I doing?
Yep.
Sorry, Tua.
No, same thing with
Too
Zach.
wrong.
It's like,
No.
sorry, Zach. No, it's not personal. It's just,
So next, these are the only 2 teams under 500 that have a positive point differential. The Jags and the Raiders. Who finishes with a better record?
Jags, because the Raiders division is harder. Or more difficult.
Raiders, they have an easy schedule coming up, and I still never
They
take
have
the
an
Jags.
easier schedule?
It's pretty easy, like Saints, Colts, Jags. Actually, I think.
What about those division games?
you already know we're winning that game. We're gonna come back to this clip. We're definitely gonna come back to this.
What?
I'm warning you, the Jags. I'm warning you. We're gonna come back to this clip. We're gonna get healthy, and we are not fucking losing that game.
If it's a Thursday remake, yes, you're gonna lose by a lot.
If Andy Dalton, if everyone's not healthy, then yeah, we're losing that game. But just I can't even imagine it, bro. We can't even talk about that right now.
Who are you taking, Dobbs?
I gotta go with the Raiders just because I just think they're just so much more built for it. But like coaching malpractice though is a real thing. So hey, we don't know.
Yeah, I think the Raiders will probably have the better record. Jaguars are showing signs of life for the future, but I don't think they're there yet. Maybe next year.
Okay. It was announced today that Matt Ryan is going to be sitting and Sam Ehlinger is going to take over for the Colts for the rest of the year. We've seen a quarterback carousel in Indy. Who is the Colts quarterback next year?
Oh,
You fucker.
Marcus Mariota.
I was just about to say that. God damn it. Oh, wow.
They cannot keep
Or-
just doing
all
this,
right,
dude.
you
This
could-
is a crime.
All right,
It's like
I'll
it's like a felony.
say Baker. Baker.
Oh my God.
That's a
Frank
crime.
Reich
That makes too much sense.
Yep.
That makes too much sense.
For the Colts?
Yeah.
It literally does. I'm scared for them.
It's just
Bro,
because
you're
they're going.
scaring me.
They're just
Wasting
looking for the
away
next
an
journeyman
elite
guy.
roster.
They can't
Although
keep
Matt
getting
Ryan
away
wasn't
with
a
this.
journeyman, but they're just picking up old guys.
Fuck me. Trubisky.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too.
Dude, if their owner and GM want the building to burn down, it's a good idea. What the fuck?
Hey, their path for quarterbacks the last 3-4 years is just picking up a random guy.
Dude, I was
So
saying,
what you're saying is,
Who-
if
who-
the,
who the quarterback
if the
next year is?
building hasn't already been burnt down with the Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz duo, like
Philip Rivers.
Dude,
and
no,
Philip Rivers,
you guys are
I
just
don't know what.
excusing mediocrity at this point. The guy that will be the Colts' future quarterback, he's wearing some college jersey this weekend. I don't know yet. I feel like they're gonna take a shot on someone else because this. I mean, they can't keep the same cycle up. I mean,
Oh, I could throw it. I
Unless-
could say it for sure. Will Levis, for sure. You like him a lot?
Oh, Levis is awesome. Best
That's-
quarterback in the draft.
Okay. Don't say that.
Hey, he's the whisperer.
Anyways.
he is.
Wait,
though.
did you give your name?
College quarterback.
Somebody in
college.
college. Yeah, somebody playing in college. Because I don't. But if Sam Allen ends up being raw, which I doubt. But hey, I'm not always right.
I got an interesting one. I think this one's a little underrated. I think the Colts get Ryan Tannehill after the Titans let him go after.
Ooh.
You know, the Titans got to move on. Tannehill's been in the division. Not that bad of a quarterback. I think he's got a couple years of life. A dark horse.
Are you spitting, dog?
Wait.
Oh
I
my
kind
what
of
the
came up with
fuck?
something fire. Right
I mean,
there.
I think
Yeah.
Case Keenum will look good in Colts blue because that just
Oh.
makes the most.
Wait, who?
Case Keenum. I have actually one more that I just thought of since I think it would be a hot topic. If the CMC trade doesn't work out, do Shanahan and Lynch lose their jobs?
I don't think so.
I think it would be. I think Lynch is the one on the hot seat. More. That's where it's like because
I think both are the same because I think Shanahan wanted Lance. Yes.
No, it was the opposite.
You wanted Jones, I
Lynch
think.
was the one that wanted.
Oh, Lynch
Trey Lance,
wanted
yeah.
Trey.
Like from all the reports, it was that Lynch was like forcing Shanahan into it.
Okay. Shanahan isn't safe either, though.
Yeah, well, at this point, like the picture you sent is literally it's very indicative of the minus the 2 good seasons.
Yeah.
He's naggy with. I mean, I'm not.
I feel like
he's not. But if you look at just the record, he's actually like naggy material as far as his record is concerned, and that's just crazy, bro.
well,
Like, it's like
it's
we don't
all
think of it like
it's all
that, but-
dependent upon whether or not him getting to the Super Bowl you kind of view as like lucky and then NFC Championship. You know what I mean?
That's the thing is that's why I can't discredit him. Is like because even though like
He's
even
had
the one
great
season they were a
roster.
wild
It's a
card
weird.
team,
It's a
like-
weird thing where he doesn't have a good record, but he's been to like big games.
He
several
also
times.
has-
He's a great playoff. I mean, he's a great playoff coach. I'll give him that. I mean,
He
that's what-
also
but if they can't, I mean, it's a weird situation. It really
yeah,
is.
no, it is.
an
It is
odd
for
one.
sure.
He has also had such a great roster every time he's
Yes.
gone somewhere. So, like,
That's true too.
how hard is it really? To
And the thing is, he always is there, and then he chokes. That's the
Seems like
He
he
thing.
just
play
said,
not
"Play
to
it, it's
lose.
done."
He does play
He
not to
does
lose.
do that, but Jimmy G has also not
he's not
played.
the he's
No.
not the
like,
quarterback to
down
like
the
help
stretch.
you
He
out
does
with that.
not play
Well,
well.
Tom Brady better take him there next year, then.
Connor,
Agreed.
I think both their jobs are safe because they got a young quarterback. They're going to see that at least the rookie contract out. And you saw what the Rams did last year when they had that Super Bowl window, which I think the Niners have that Super Bowl window. They're trading all their assets for right now. They need to win right now. They're going all in, and that's what they did for Christian. It's definitely going to come back to bite them in the ass, but this is the window, and they're throwing all their cash money in it, so I respect it.
I
As a
think
Saints fan that did that, it
I
can
think
go
the
very
fall off is
It
just
can.
going to be like really drastic where like it's not even going to be in the next like 2 years. But then once you see when you're not drafting players consistently high up in the draft too, it's just you don't have the depth. And when older players get old and they're out the door, you don't have the guys to replace them. So like you said, it's like win now, but I don't even think we're going to see the effects of it until two
You're right.
years down the
I
line.
guess
You're right.
they lost to the Falcons, and then they just lost this. They got blown out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, I saw some people arguing that, like, the refs missed a call and it changed. You lost by, like, what, 21? Like, come on. That's 3 touchdowns.
That's what I was gonna say. Yesterday kind of just shows you the gap.
Like, you're not a running back away.
Yeah, it's not a running back kind of thing. It's not like Christian McCaffrey plays the whole week of practice and then he comes out and does, his own thing. No, it's just not like that. It's the quarterback. And it's always going to be the quarterback for them. If you don't have the quarterback to win the race, you ain't going to win the race.
Spin
It's a
zone.
quarterback league too. It's
Exactly.
like, what do you expect?
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl. I get that. Understand?
And I think that's
he
why
cost them that Super Bowl at the end of the day, just not being able to make the right throws.
And I think that's why Shanahan might be reserved too, because he knows that Jimmy G is so limited, if that makes sense too. But
A little spin zone on that though. Like I think trading for a running back, if they're looking at the moves that they're going to make this season, they're like, okay, we're going to the playoffs. All we need to do is get lucky. They got unlucky last year. The Rams got lucky. They got lucky in the playoffs and they won the Super Bowl. If the Niners get lucky in the playoffs and they go to the Super Bowl, they could win it. And if they weren't able to make any moves this season, Christian McCaffrey was the only move they're going to make. Do it. Why not?
Well-
Why not do it?
also, if you look at their running back depth, like you had Elijah Mitchell, who was a late round pick, Jeff Wilson. I don't even know if he was drafted. And
I don't
then
think so.
who's even after that? Like
Curious David Price.
Tyrion Davis Price, and
Yeah.
then they cut the guy last year
The
too.
Trace
Oh,
Sermon.
the Ohio State guy.
Trey Sermon. So like their running back depth was not good. Like those guys perform, but it's like it's not good.
It's just, but like the thing is, though, I feel like you could plug and play in there.
You can for sure.
100%.
Especially with the scheme. Like it's almost
Honestly, sorry, one last parallel, but I think what they saw with what they're trying to do in getting Trey Lance was that make the jump where they can win games with Jimmy G, but like maybe Trey Lance would have been the guy. It doesn't look like he is or whatever. He's hurt. It's kind of like the same thing where like Elijah Mitchell and Jeff Wilson can perform, but like you've never seen it with like a CMC type guy. So like it might really explode too, if that makes sense.
No, it does. The Niners are just honestly a confusing situation.
Very confusing.
and as we continue to talk about this more, I know we're going pretty far on this, but it's a good topic. It's a great topic.
Yeah,
it's
great question.
Insane. Great question. But like, who in the NFC can challenge the Eagles? And there's maybe 2 teams, and I would say maybe the Rams, Niners. And Rams is like iffy. Not going to say the Packers, not going to say the Bucks. I would say the Niners just because of how they match up.
We're gonna get a gross NFC playoffs.
That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm saying. Like
So
they
bad.
match up so well with them. Obviously, the quarterback comparison is not even close right now, as as we're talking today. But like the D line is there. They can play with that offensive line that the Eagles have all
You're
day, every day, 24/7. They can do that. Corners and safeties, they can match up well. Linebackers are there. Warner's there. Like they have it on paper to like be that good. It's just Jimmy G and Shanahan. That's what it comes down.
It was a great question.
Yeah, that's all I had. So
That was
whoever
a great
wants to go
question.
next. Thank you.
Tyler.
All right. I'll take it over. You guys might need to give me some time here. I just thought of this on the spot because I truly have been thinking about truly have been thinking about this for a long time now. And well, since he said it. So after week 4, Tom Brady said, he was asked about the parity.
Want to talk about this, bro?
Was asked about the parity in the NFL with so many teams currently 2-2. That was week 4. He goes, I think there's a lot of bad football from what I watch. I watch a lot of bad football, poor quality of football, and that's what I see. So that has been weighing on me a whole lot. Because I just think about it because as NFL fans, I think we can all agree these last couple of weeks haven't been like fantastic.
Poorest quality football I think I've ever seen.
Right.
Like
It
I actually
hasn't-
might be.
There's
Like
outside of a couple games, obviously there's going to be those few, but it's like been consistently kind of bad. And I know I've been seeing it among a bunch of Twitter users talking about fantasy football scores.
Yeah, it's down
We
a lot.
talked about it today. It's down 20%. Oh, you might say fantasy football
Amount of
and
touchdowns,
NFL, or is like they don't compare. More fantasy points equals bigger plays. More fantasy points equals more touchdowns. It's a similar thing. I wasn't really sure where I was going to put the Brian Windhorst thing in, but I'm just going to try it anyways.
See, I don't even know what he means by that, so that's probably be cheesy.
I mean, I know of that. The fucking.
So it's like his whole thing was
is going on?
now why is that? Now why are they so bad? Why is the NFL so bad
This
this year?
is interesting.
All right.
Conspiracy talk?
Okay, I've been talking a lot already, I know. So I'm gonna give my thing and then open it up and let everyone.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. What the fuck? He
But
got us with the left
just
hook.
asked us a question.
Yeah.
He got us with like the left
You
hook.
said, why is it?
Yeah, sorry. Yes. So and then I was like scrolling through the comments of like this tweet or like this certain tweet about that all that stuff like 20% being down and stuff like, oh, like are they playing better, like more too high man and all this stuff, like what's going on? Like it could be it because now teams are starting to like play the too high and all that stuff. And then
That's what I was gonna say.
it just adds in more of like this stat right here. 14 NFL teams, 44% of the league, are currently averaging 1 or fewer passing touchdowns a game. 14 out of the 32 teams in the NFL right now are throwing for less than a touchdown a game. What is going on? What is happening? I'm lost. So confused.
Yeah, I just want. It has to be the 2 high safeties because every defense is playing safe football. They're not letting anyone get over the top, and they're forcing you. Damn, there's some fucking gnats right here, bro. They're forcing you to run the ball and take the check down and the easy completion. So I think that has to be lack of explosive plays, lack of passing touchdowns. Yeah.
So I want to ask you guys a question. Since the thing is, I could be wrong. I totally could be. But this is something I've been thinking this year, all year long. I haven't even really, it's like, when is the opportunity to bring it up kind of thing? Well, I guess now so it's like I haven't brought this up. I feel like maybe the biggest reason is I haven't thought about how it correlates either, but it totally does. Maybe the fact that, and maybe I'm wrong again, but has it ever felt like the league as a whole has just been more fucking injured across the board? In every team, someone has like at a critical position, whether it's like dude's missing 2 tackles, dude's missing 3 receivers. Like the Saints literally are missing their 3 starting receivers. It's like, it's not just the Saints, though. There are plenty of teams. A lot of teams are missing crucial guys. Is it just me, or has the league never been more injured? And does that play into things? And especially on the offensive end, it's like everybody's got a star receiver out. Everybody's got a star tackle out. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, does that come into play?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like injuries happen every season. It's obviously it's gonna happen. A big star is gonna go down, all that stuff. But like the thing is, teams have found ways to like hide that and like go after. Like I don't know. It's just so weird because like the thing that's throwing me off is this: 14 teams have 1 touchdown or less, and then the fantasy scoring is down by so much. Like, yeah, there's injuries, but there's injuries every single year, and like we still see better football than this. Like. I personally like, yeah, injuries.
A lot of new situations. I think it's a combination of a lot of like. That's what I'm thinking too. Like it's like a lot of situational shit. Like Devontae new situation, and like there's little things like that too. Like a lot of guys in the Tyreek's the one good example, but like you know what I'm saying. Everyone else, it's like I think it's like a lot of things like that tie into it.
Maybe this is something that isn't like that overarching, but I honestly feel like the defense has caught up to the offensive progression that we've seen these last couple of years. Offense has dominated the last couple of years. I think the defense is just kind of catching on a little bit to the new schemes, new plays, that type of thing.
Connor?
I'm thinking long and hard about this question because this is a great question. It's definitely been on my mind a lot this year. I don't think you can attest it to just this one year. I think it's more of the game of football comes in waves, and I think the last 2 or 3 years prior, teams like the Chiefs and the Bills have kind of changed the landscape of the league. You know, it used to be it used to be cover 3, primarily based at Dylan's point. Now it's cover 2. Big plays are being limited, copycat league, everybody's playing off of each other. But I think why we're seeing it now is because we're on this downslope of change. It used to be base defense, 3-4, now it's space defenses, nickel. The teams are buying more into this pass heavy, trick play, screen, play action. It's more about innovation now than anything. And I think that there's few innovators in the game. Offensive play callers need to have an edge over defensive coordinators because Hunter's right. The defensive coordinators have caught up. But if you're not doing anything different, if you're not pushing the agenda of what NFL play calling is, then you're not going to do anything. I'm looking at all these helmets in the offenses here, and I'm thinking, like, what does Indy do that pushes the league forward? Are they calling anything like crazy, like any good plays, like the Lions, the Cowboys? The Chargers are still playing football like the offensive coordinator had Drew Brees. And I'm like, you can't play football like that. The only teams that are innovative now are, San Fran, Miami, Baltimore in a sense, but like it's like
Andy Reid, we had to talk
Andy Reid, exactly. Andy Reid does something different every year. He's always bringing something different in. He's progressing his own offense in a way that like other teams just don't. Other teams stick to what they're doing, but you have to change, you have to adapt, and I think teams are just getting too complacent.
So to answer that too, you're exactly right. And the NFL is a reactionary league where people base what they're going to do off of what the defense is doing or vice versa, what the offense is doing. They'll switch it up. Right now, it's the defense kind of has the momentum where they're mostly playing too high. So teams are going to be reactionary and run the ball, take the safe plays and whatnot like that. There's very few people that are Andy Reid. Sean McVay was a big one a few years back where he revolutionized the offense too. How many teams now do we see that have guys from the McVay system, Shanahan system? They're all running the same thing. So I think right now the defense kind of has, I don't want to say upper hand, but they're the ones that are like kind of dictating what the offense does, except for those few guys, So I think coming up soon in a few years or maybe next year, we're going to see a wave of new offensive guys that are more revolutionary and not so reactionary, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Yep.
And so I also wanted to say, because I think what you guys will all agree with this. I don't know why I didn't initially include this too, because it's a fact. And it goes along with what you're saying in a sense. I think we're also in a sense of things changing and transitioning. We're in a transition phase of there are guys coming out of college playing these positions. So like interior linebacker, edge. We got like Micahs. It's like a new generation of guys that are so fast and nimble that can play like multiple different positions. The dudes that can line up in the D line that can line up and slide against the tight end if need be. Like it's just, and you got safeties that are in the box that can also play up high, that can literally also play middle line. Like everything's changing where everybody's so versatile on defense now that it's almost like we're in a sense used to have a mismatch. Oh, we know he's always gonna be a mismatch. A lot of those positions now are a lot more like you're getting Devin Lloyds, you're getting versatile guys across the field. It's not as easy to just attack like a lot of teams aren't just playing like these stand-up linebackers, and it's like things are changing fast, and so it's like that's I don't know if teams have all the way adjusted to that.
And then I was gonna finish this off by going through these all the teams just quickly, good, average, bad. But I want to get the good ones out of we can all agree there's tiers right now. Maybe not like many tiers, but there's at least 2 or 3. In the one tier, you're gonna put Chiefs, Cowboys, or Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, 100% in that tier. And then there's like a slight drop off. You could put in like the Cowboys. You could put in the Dolphins. You could put in.
Okay, Dolphins.
Ravens. I don't know.
You see, that's what I'm saying. That's where it gets tricky.
This year there's a huge
So then,
drop off.
So it's like kind of confusing. So maybe there's 4 good teams. Yeah, and I'll put the Cowboys in tier 2 too.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys in tier 2. So then I'll just go through division by division, and then I'm gonna go good, average, bad, and you can stop me whenever. If you agree, disagree, we can go on for a little bit. AFC to South. Oh wait, no. AFC East. Bills good, great. Jets average, closer to bad, in my opinion. Anything to add to that? Because it hasn't been great football, and if you look at who they've beaten at quarterback, it's not great.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Jets.
The Jets.
Oh,
I thought he said Colts too.
I thought you said Colts.
Yeah, that's why
Sorry, Jets.
I'd say they're average.
Average, closer to bad, closer to good.
Average, closer to good in the sense of the roster. Average, closer to bad in the sense of the quarterback.
Okay. Perfect.
Whoa.
That was crazy to say.
Whoa.
All right. Well,
I'm
I
just
agree.
being
He's not
honest. I'm
lying.
just being honest.
It's not.
They're a 5-2 team that
Have beaten
more
Skylar
like a
Tom-
500 team to me,
beaten
I guess.
Skylar Thompson.
That's
Jacoby
no hate. They
Brissett.
found a way to win games. That's great.
Yeah. But we can agree there. Dolphins, I would say they're average, closer to good though.
I agree.
Tua's coming back.
100%.
Average, closer to good. Patriots, average, closer to bad.
Yep.
In my opinion. Ravens, average. I don't think they're close to either side. They're just maybe the most average team right now. You
They
can
just have
find.
so much potential.
He's spitting.
I still have faith.
He's
They
spitting.
still- they have so
They
much
do have
potential.
potential, but right now, as they're playing
Yeah,
week
average.
7, average,
Very average.
nowhere on either side.
Are the Ravens the biggest boom or bust team of this season? Like going on
For
going
sure.
forward?
Probably.
Yeah.
They
What
have.
about
They
the
have.
Niners,
They
though?
probably. Yeah, I was gonna say them and the Niners have the most potential to do a lot, but right now it's not like they are looking like they will. Okay. Bengals, average, closer to good. I feel like they're getting to their spots.
I think they're getting good. I think they're in the they finally got good.
They're getting to their
Can I
spots.
add
Right?
something? I think what happened last year to Mahomes is kind of happening to Burrow, where they can't really go down the field that much.
You gotta
And like
figure-
Jamar Chase, there was a few games when he had like 5 catches for 13 yards or something like that.
Fantasy team was down
Sorry.
horrendous.
Just making the connection there.
Browns and Steelers, we can both agree are bad. Bad. And I don't know if Deshaun can save them. I'm not sure if they can.
Not this year.
I'm not sure if he can because of they could have 7, 8 losses by the time he comes back. 7 maybe. I don't know. Okay. AFC South, Titans, average, closer. I think they're on the same. They can't be closer to good or bad. I think they're
Yeah,
just
average.
average. Colts, Jags, Texans, bad. I think we can all agree.
Bad.
Yes?
Absolutely.
Okay. Chiefs, great. We know they're great. Chargers, average, not close to good, not close to bad. I think
Chargers
they're
are just suspect.
They're kind of the Ravens to me.
They're like average. They've got a lot of injuries right now. They're just average. Raiders, average, closer to bad, but they could trend closer to good, in my opinion. Broncos, I think they're bad. They're done.
shit show.
I
over in
don't
Denver.
think any of us have to talk about it. I think they're done.
I
Okay.
don't.
Eagles, great. This is where it gets a little tricky. Giants,
average.
average, Closer to good. I'll
That's
say closer to
cap. The Giants are a good
good.
team.
No,
Average,
stop
closer to
it.
good.
Stop it. Stop it. Average, closer to good.
They just keep beating good teams.
Well,
it's a fucking
I
fluke.
think
Good
I think
teams?
the
Good teams? Who have they beat that's a good team?
the categories, Dobbs.
can't say
No,
the
okay,
Packers?
fine. No one's good this year. All right, so they're
But-
if no one's good, we literally just said if like fucking 3 teams are good, did we not?
But who have they beat?
Like,
Let's
no,
go.
So no one's good, so the Giants aren't good. Okay,
I think I think
Let's go through it.
we're saying great for like those 3 or 4 teams, and then everyone else just
Titans.
everyone else has been like average close to good. If we're going, if average close to good, the Giants better be the most close to good.
Yeah. That's why I said they're closer to good. But like they've beaten the Titans on the last second field goal or the last second 2-point. You beat the Panthers by 3. Okay. You beat the Cowboys.
Hey, the feisty Panthers.
no. You beat the. They lose to the.
oddly fucking feisty.
They
Panthers.
lose to the Cowboys. Beat the Bears. Beat the Packers. They beat the Ravens and they beat the Jags. Packers, I don't think are good. Ravens wanted to lose that game. Jags, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't think they're that good. Cowboys, I think are in the good spot. I think we can all agree. Good or
You know,
great? It's like hovering.
No,
right?
they're in the good spot. They're in the good
if we're
spot.
going to be consistent, they're average, closer to
closer
good.
to
still,
okay. Average, closer to good. I like that. Commanders,
just because of the offense.
Commanders, average, closer to bad.
No,
Probably
Average.
bad. But, like-
Average. Get out
No,
of here.
the Commanders,
Well,
I think,
get
are
the
the
fuck
are like
outta
now
here.
we're
No,
in the
they're
bottom.
bad.
Now
They're
we're in
bad.
the bottom tier.
They're bad.
think
They're bad.
It's like
They're terrible.
they could show up some weeks. And
Is
you're
that
like,
window that
okay.
win against
Yeah.
the Jags is fucking fake. Don't forget about that. So that's
Yeah.
fake win. I
Nah.
didn't forget about that. You guys remember week 1 how mad I was?
That was their
DC
they have 2
hater
wins
shit.
now,
Was
right?
Yeah.
3.
Don't.
They've through. Oh, it's
Move
the
on.
Bears,
Bears,
and then
Packers.
yeah.
I'm done with DC. Move
All right,
on.
Moving on from DC,
God.
we'll go through these quick. Vikings, I think average,
Closer to good.
very average. I think they are
Closer
showing that
to
they
good.
can be beaten.
Oh,
If they
Closer to
do
good.
what they did to the Bears, to like
I think
an
the Vikings are
average,
good.
like a good team, they lose by 10
Yeah, that's
points
not
in
a
that
good
game.
look for sure, but
They've had a
their
lot. Of,
offense is really
they've had
good.
We were talking
offense
about.
is great, no doubt. There's more than one side of the ball.
I agree.
We were talking about offensive innovators. Kevin O'Connell might be
Yeah.
one
Could
of
be
them,
one of them.
Cock.
Agreed.
and that might come up to be a very good factor for them.
Packers, average. I'm
Average.
just gonna call it what it is.
Average.
Bears
for
bad.
the first time in at least a decade, man.
Bears great.
Bears bad. Lions bad. Buccaneers average. Falcons average. Panthers bad. I hate to say it. Saints are
They're
bad. Right
bad, bro.
Yes.
Oh, they're bad and terribly injured, so it's just the
All right.
worst combination
Fair.
possible.
All right, last division, and we can move on. Seahawks average.
Average.
They're,
Closer to good.
they're leading.
First,
They're leading the division. Yes,
What
they're
the
leading the
I
division.
hate to say it, but the Seahawks, they're
Average
leaning
closer
towards
to
good.
good?
They're leaning
Average closer to
towards
good.
good. And if anything, man, never in my
What the
fucking
fuck?
life have I ever felt so duped by a player ever.
we were at Eric
But
Wright's
then
house
by
watching
Russell
the Bears Seahawks
fucking-
preseason game,
Oh my god, this thief!
and we both
I
were
love
like,
it. wait.
He's the real
they're
Floyd Mayweather.
easily going to be the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah,
this
everyone
year.
thought that for sure.
There's a ladybug on my mic.
Dude, what's up with the fucking? There's
There's, like,
gnats
no
down
spots
here.
either.
and
What
shit.
is
we can
that?
we can finish off with
Fake
mine
ladybug.
and be done
It's just
because
like-
I ran
okay.
a little longer.
He's just sitting there.
Bro,
Spark
kill
good
him.
conversation.
Go Seahawks.
He's
Nah,
chilling.
that's a ladybug.
I wonder if the sound will pick him up.
No, dude.
I think he's a little too light for that.
What's up, buddy?
What's his name?
His name is
Mikey, because he's on the mic.
Oh,
Mikey on the mic.
Mikey on the mic.
Mikey on the mic.
and because he's a McDaniel
Get it,
fan.
we're gonna need a sound effect for Mikey
How
on
did
the
you
mic.
bring
Why
Mike
did he say
McDaniel?
that? Why did he say that and look at the ladybug like
Right,
that?
it's kind of
What
weird.
did he say?
He said, "Name him Mike because of Mike McDaniel." Why is that the first thing? Like, why?
And he was like staring at
Like
the
staring, he's
ladybug,
like,
like,
"Yeah, you're Mike McDaniel."
bite lip, lip bite.
Lip bite
Emoji.
emoji.
Stop.
All right.
He has no idea where he's going.
Yeah, well,
What
he's
if the
about to be
ladybug
dead.
did
All
a
right.
bite?
Go through the rest of the division.
Rams average. I think it's just average.
Yeah,
They could be leaning closer to bad
I was gonna say.
potentially.
somehow.
Yeah, like they could be closer to bad. Niners average. They could get closer to good
Potential.
potential.
It doesn't look good right now.
Cardinals average.
You have to say average now, I think.
Can they be in their own like category? Like,
Yeah.
like if Call of Duty is unpatched, they're a good team.
MW2 comes out
Look,
Friday.
It's Mikey. It's
Probably
my
don't bet on
finger.
the Cardinals.
I'm gonna
Who do they
fade the
play?
shit out of the
You gotta
Cardinals.
keep Mikey safe.
Can the camera pick him up?
The Cardinals play the Vikings.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get
Hammering.
Mikey
fucked
McDaniel.
up.
Hammering the
They're gonna
Vikings.
get fucked up.
All right,
All right.
Mikey, come back.
Connor, I think it's your game.
Hey, Mikey, you want to play some Guess the Grade?
Oh
Back
my
on
god!
the mic.
Swear that it's
I
time.
have
It's
no
time.
comment
Or wait, Hunter?
for that.
Oh, let me get.
Bro, I'm fucking crying. Stop. Dylan, you just made Dylan like genuinely sick for the play.
I was so excited for the game, and now I don't know.
Just
Y'all
kill
see
your
the
life.
picture that that PFF
I
tweeted
just
of
saw it
JC
right now.
Jackson? Why would they use that?
Wait, what was it?
That's a lip
You
button
don't
emoji
like-
Look
for
at your
sure.
phone.
Why would you
Bro.
use that?
Oh my god, it's
Damn.
flying away.
What if he just got burned by the light?
I
That'd
thought
be
he was about
terrible.
to.
I would cheese actually.
Oh
Nice
wow.
All right.
You hear him zapping up there.
Yeah, why would they use that picture, bro? What the fuck is that? Are you serious?
Cheesing at that.
Connor,
I need to put that shit on the screen for like motherfuckers to be sick.
I believe we said we were gonna try and change up the point system.
We
here.
did change up the point system.
Yeah,
so
I'm fucked since I missed a week.
that's okay. Welcome back to week 7 of Guess the Grade, where our contestants are going to write down 5 names of who they think had the best passing grades according to Pro Football Focus. So we're using our eyes, we're using the stats, we're using everything we can gather to think who really threw the best balls most consistently, had the best games. We changed up the point system a little bit now. So they're going to write down 5 names. I'm going to go through the top 10. If you get the guy that was the highest overall grade quarterback, you're going to get 5 points. If you get the guy in the second highest overall, you get 4.5, and so on. We've had a couple of winners in the past. I think it's been Tyler and Dylan so far. Hunter and Dobbs are looking to get on the board. So I'm going to get everybody a couple minutes. Look at the statistics. Think who you really thought played very well. I mean, it's tough to do because the Pro Football Focus grades are never consistent, as they're not meant to be, because it's game specific. A lot about efficiency. We had some surprise names earlier in the season, and then we're starting to creep back a little bit to the quarterbacks that are good, playing well.
It seems
and
like
throwing back.
turnover-worthy plays is like a huge thing, like the biggest thing.
Definitely will kill your grade if you're throwing a lot of turnover-worthy plays.
Wait, hold on. I just need
This
to make
week
sure.
had
I
a
think,
lot of efficient quarterbacks. To be
I think I heard
honest.
this. Wait,
Yeah,
Connor, I might have misheard you, but wait, did you think that I didn't win last week?
You won the. Hey,
I was saying,
Dobbs did win last week.
Tyler and Connor, I'm not losing my mind, right?
It was kind of fake.
I don't
of him,
remember.
to
not
be
yet.
honest.
He
capped on me.
only
I don't
acknowledged
remember.
me and Tyler.
I'm
Live
sorry.
on
I
mic.
apologize. Dobbs.
I was gonna say I thought I was reigning champ, and I was like, damn, did I like dream that?
I do not
I
feel
don't have
confident.
I don't have this
at
written down. I
all.
need to write this down next time.
We do need to write.
Okay,
we
wait,
gotta,
wait.
We gotta. It's all right.
Oh,
There's gotta be like a
fuck.
championship. At the
I
end
need
of the year.
to.
That's all
All right.
5 right there. I just won.
Can we
No
turn,
way he already just thought of them.
Can we turn this into
This is
a
PFF, bro.
XFL
This is not rocket.
podcast when it comes
I
back?
just
Rocket
won.
science is
A what?
easier than this.
XFL podcast when it comes back.
XFL.
XFL.
Oh,
I
facts.
don't-
Taylor
I hate,
Heineke.
I hate my list.
Taylor Heineke post
I hate it.
XFL player. Yeah.
Phil Walker too.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say shout out XFL, PJ Walker, Taylor Heineke. They beat the 2 supposedly goats of the game this week.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Any given Sunday.
I saw an idea. The worst team in the NFL has to go play in the XFL.
I
So it
saw-
would mop everybody, but
No, I don't know if the Commanders would win. Sorry, just that was unfair.
Fucking hater.
I know.
They have more wins than our favorite team
And beat us.
and beat us.
no, wrong sound.
Whoa!
I meant this.
Whoa.
I meant that one.
Why is that a
Man.
W?
Oh my! Did he just switch up on the Bears
I
the
meant-
night they play?
Yeah. He used to be a Washington fan.
Okay,
I was.
All right, now we're gonna start keeping track of how many wins everybody has in this game. Starting over because this is
Whoa!
a new
What? You can't
new
just take
grading
away.
I was
system.
playing since like week 5.
Yeah, there's
Like,
a new grading system. Come on, it's
I just
halfway
lost
through the
one of my
season.
trophies.
So you can't. You're just gonna take away.
Dobbs just got it.
Right.
I just fuck. What the fuck?
he really did not want Dobbs to have the win.
That's
Took my
crazy.
fucking trophy. I'm not taking it.
He's
from
trying to find different ways for everyone to be this. Like that's fucked up.
It's
man.
revamped.
He just
You had
stained
2
me.
dubs.
I had
He
2
just
dubs.
stained
Yeah.
me, bro.
It's revamped. We got a new
That's bullshit.
game system.
Bullshit. Boo. I'm not in favor of the left side
Like whatever.
of the table.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm almost.
I
ready.
hate my list, but whatever.
I like it. I like my list.
Oh wait, 1 second. Stop, cheater. Fucking cheating.
Bro, what the fuck? We have 4 of the same.
Hell no. It's
Fucking
We're
cheating.
gonna get a tie.
I'm
You guys
ready.
Can't get a tie.
No, I think the person that he left off is for sure on it.
Mm.
I'm about to change.
No,
Exactly.
you can't change.
Fuck out of here. We haven't started. He's still writing it down.
All right, as long as nobody
Yeah,
has
for
5
su-
of the same.
For sure, get him off there.
I watch him.
You know what? I'm not confident in my list at all. Literally at all. This is the least confident I've ever been Dylan, if you felt the same, I agree.
Well, I felt the same, but Tyler thought he's gonna win, and we have 4 the same.
God.
So,
All right, is
I don't think
everybody
it's a
ready?
good sign
I'm ready.
for any of us.
Everybody ready?
yep.
All right. I want everybody to show their list to the camera. So when I clip this, I want to see what everybody has. Hold it there for a good 5 or so
Oh my
seconds.
gosh, Hunter.
I see how low that was.
Okay, that should be good.
Phil Walker. Is he Phil Jr.?
That's his name now.
Phil? Oh, sick.
Get it right.
Fake of me. What
Crazy.
the?
I didn't know that.
I
Interesting.
keep up with the
I wanted
XFL.
Picard.
What?
Oh no, I wanted.
All right, wait, Hunter, can I see your list one more time?
I really
So
did.
I
I
know.
really did.
I mean, dude, he kind of snapped.
Got it. All right,
Kind of. I think he had less than 200. Or...
are you ready, boys?
204, 1 tutty. I don't know. Actually, I'm not confident in Kyler.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. The highest graded
It's someone
passer
fucking crazy
from
God.
week 7,
It's not
according to
Burrow,
Pro
then.
Football Focus.
Stupid.
PJ Walker.
Let's go!
94
That's that dude.
overall grade.
Hey, I had him number 1. Does that
Tyler-
get a bonus point?
Tyler erased him 5 seconds before we started.
Look at his face.
And I
XFL
said,
legend.
I said, go ahead, take him off.
No, the look
had
of
him?
defeat.
No.
Oh!
I hope I get the
No.
win because I had 0 points prior.
Hunter and Dobbs are in the lead with 5 points.
Hey.
All right. The
I'm so
second
sick because I
highest-
know I'm the QB whisperer, and I knew he played well. I fucking knew it. God
Carolina
damn it.
doesn't need
Okay.
a new
This
QB.
what
God damn it.
You gotta trust your gut.
I know.
16
I
for
liked it.
22.
That's what it was. That drew me to him. Fucking bullshit. I'm pissed. I'm
And it was
heated
against
up.
the Bucks defense. I think that was just you get
Yeah.
bonus
I'm
points.
fucking heated.
I think everybody got this player, the second highest
Bro,
passer
has to
from this week,
Has to be.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Hi, Joe.
That was
90
the
overall
only one.
grade.
That's the only one I was really confident in. That sounds bad about PG. I knew I just didn't know because the thing PFF's so effed up. I don't know if they was gonna do my PJ right. I knew Burrow was gonna get done right on it. He played too good of a game not to.
All right.
Sick.
Dobbs and Hunter in the lead with 9.5 points. The third highest graded passer from this week is Patrick Mahomes.
Damn it.
So
You
Dobbs,
didn't put Mahomes?
Dobbs. Who else had Mahomes?
None of y'all had him.
Dylan.
Me and Tyler did.
Dylan and Tyler did as well. All
Damn,
right.
fake of them.
The race is heating up. So we got Dobbs in first place with 13.5.
You know.
We've got Dylan. We got Hunter in second place with 9.5. And Dylan and Tyler leading up the rear with 8.5.
Whoa.
How does he have 9.5?
Dobbs has Hunter
he
has
has one more.
9.5 because he has 5 and 4.5 from Burrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't get the rating system, but whatever.
So it's 5, 4.5, 4, 3,
okay.
2.5.
Instead of
Winners
just 5,
who-
4, 3, 2, 1.
People
Yeah,
that are
you get
not
half
at
point
first
now.
wouldn't get it. So
All right.
or second.
I could just do 10 points, but
Whatever, bro. Just
Fuck
keep
it.
going.
Fuck it.
I'm-
It's the
I'm-
same.
I'm gassed up.
It's the
Got me
same.
gassed
It's the
up.
same.
I'm
It's the
pissed
same thing.
off.
All right.
Come on, got me gassed up.
The fourth highest graded passer from this last week, Andy Dalton. I
He
don't
had
think
3
he's on-
interceptions.
I don't think he's
Get
on
outta
anybody's
here.
See,
list.
again, this is why PFF sucks actual balls.
No, 77 overall.
That's actually
No,
that's actually not okay. Yeah, that's not okay. That's not- that's not okay.
See. This is why people like me hate PFF because that is downright disgusting. He played like the worst quarterback in the NFL last week.
He had some bad plays, but overall,
Come on, give me a break. He had 2 pick sixes.
He missed Olave wide open. Did you see the shit where he missed Olave wide open in the end zone when he threw the pick? Did you, bro? No, he literally,
This is
literally
why
Olave
PFF
was
sucks.
wide open.
This is why they suck.
I'm not here to defend them. I'm just telling you.
Oh, I think you are here to defend them because you would.
All right, go
That's
on.
why- that's
Next
why I
one.
gave.
Next
This-
one. Next
I am a
one.
valid critiquer of this one. That was oh my.
I think some people got this one. The fifth highest graded passer from this last week, Derek Carr. Hunter.
We all did.
I erased him.
Oh.
I erased him for
So
fucking.
wait, Hunter,
Give me
Dylan,
a tap.
and Tyler. Oh, whoa. It's heating up.
I erased
It's
him for.
heating up.
I ran it. Wait, I might have the last guy though.
I love Mike.
I'm
Davis.
disgusted. Why did I erase him?
You
It's-
can play that shit all fucking.
It's
day.
getting tight. The race is getting tight. So Dobbs is still in first.
Was that the 5th one?
That
Fourth.
was he was fifth.
I would have
You get
lost
three-
my
you get 3 points.
W.
I thought
so-
he was 4.
No, that was the 5th
No,
one.
he's 5. Andy Dalton was 4. So
Oh,
Dobbs
man.
is in first place with 13.5. Hunter has 12.5, and then Tyler and Dylan are close behind with 11.5.
What the fuck?
This is the closest match we've had all year, so I think the point system's doing a little bit better. It's close. Still got some guys on there.
I'm gonna edge my seat.
The 6th highest rated passer from this last week, Kyler Murray also in the Thursday night game. Dylan, you got him? Anybody else?
Let's go.
Anybody else with Kyler Murray?
I thought the
Hell
Saints
and
defense was
jail
just so
for
atrocious that it
PFF.
wasn't
Let's
gonna count.
go. Where does that
Dylan
put
is
me?
taking the lead with 14.
Let's go.
Very narrowly.
Wait, is that 3? Oh, we had 11, right? 11. We had 11 before that.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you had 11 and a half. You had 11 and a half. So you got 3.
I'm done with him.
Now you got 2.5 points. So Dylan is now beating Dobbs by half a point. 14.
Who else have you not
The
gotten
guy
yet?
I erased Derek, bro. The guy I erased
Dak?
Derek Carr for better
Dak and
safety.
Gino? All right.
Bro, no, the guy, because I'm gonna be pissed off. I literally
Yeah,
had
I'm
Derek
done.
on this bitch and I erased him.
If you get
The-
percent, I get
The
Come on.
7th highest graded passer from this last week with a
Bullshit.
70 overall grade. Tommy B. Tom Brady, the GOAT.
All right, we're done.
Not
Yeah,
on the
we're
list
done.
for anybody.
I was actually,
We're done.
I was considering it.
What the-
I was considering it.
I mean, he had a dropped touchdown from Mike Evans, and that's a great grade for himself because he didn't do anything wrong. He put the ball in the guy's hands. Essentially, that's as if Tom Brady threw a touchdown. So you have to factor that into the grade.
That's fair. I respect
Oh,
that.
the one
right?
touchdown just, it was just like, I'm just.
I respect that reasoning, but Andy
mean, you have
Dalton
to.
should not be anywhere close to the top of this.
I don't
list.
understand that either. All right.
I'd actually like to talk to someone from PFF
don't know.
about
I just
that.
think my guys played better than Tom this week, man.
I don't
What's
think
going on
anybody
here?
has this last guy
Who?
or this guy.
Who?
The eighth highest graded passer from this last week is Lamar Jackson.
He threw 9 passes.
He must have did all right. He has
Fucking-
69 overall grade, so
That's bullshit.
fairly often nobody else had him. All right, let's move on. The 9th
whoa,
highest
whoa,
graded.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, wait, another one? I thought he said it was the last one.
No, we got 2 more.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got 2 more. The 9th highest graded passer from this last week, Marcus Mariota. I don't see him on anybody's
I almost
board.
put him
Oh
down.
He
my
threw 14.
gosh.
He threw 14 passes.
Get out of here.
Arthur
So-
Smith coming for
Disgusting.
everybody.
Can
Justin
PFF adjust the
Shout out
rating
Arthur
system,
Smith, for
please?
real.
They need to adjust it for
All
like
right,
how
last
many
one.
passes
It looks
thrown.
like Dylan's going to take home the crown. Dobbs can tie him with this last pick.
I don't think I have
Let's see. He's on the list. Let's see.
We both have 2. Go ahead.
The 10th highest graded passer from this last week is none other than Ryan Tannehill.
Let's go.
Dylan, congratulations. Winning the
Hey.
first new namped guess the grade. Congratulations,
Sad way to
Dylan.
go out.
Shake
Sad
your
way to
hand.
go
I know
out.
you won't.
I
Tyler,
won't
would
shake your hand.
You want to win because of Ryan Tannehill? I would.
I had PJ
It wasn't
Walker.
because of Ryan Tannehill. It was because
had
of the 4 I got right.
I had PJ Walker.
4 for 5, Dylan.
So me and
Very
Dylan would have
nice.
tied if I didn't cap and erase Derek Carr. I would have had to go to
No,
overtime.
you would've won.
You would have won
You would have
easily.
won.
You'd have won
if I
big
had
time,
if I had PJ,
Bro,
I would have
this-
won.
Yeah,
and
you
you know the
probably
reason
would've.
that I took him off is I was literally I'm like, okay, I feel like the guys that threw more passes will probably get the edge on the grade. No, PFF says, fuck it. Throw
Yeah.
40 passes. It's your, to the Wolves.
Well, no,
You would've
it's,
won if
I don't
you
think
had
anyone
Warren.
heard you.
no,
Hunter.
there was a few people. Tom Brady threw 49 or something, and then Dalton threw like 50.
That's bro, but Andy Dalton fucked us up. What the?
I would like.
I love this
I would
game.
like to. I would like to march to the PFF headquarters.
Right? But we actually need to
Write
have him
a
redo the
strongly
quarterback
worded
system.
letter.
Congratulations, Dylan.
Thank you.
You
That was
are
great.
now
Not-
the first champion of the new
Not touching
ramped
your damn
guess the
hand.
grade.
I expect a
Very
round of applause
excited
when I
for
win.
you.
So
Do we have a news hunter?
Yeah, I was just gonna let it run. While I was playing, the cameras ran out, but I just restarted them. But I think they just ran out
Yeah,
So wait.
hopefully.
because
Okay.
I restarted them pretty early on.
You did,
I think-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we should be all right, right?
Yeah.
You
We'll
restarted
figure-
them at like 25.
We
I
have the
think.
audio. It's not working.
Let's say if we don't, yeah, we'll just play like a loop of like
Oh yeah, we have
me
the
hitting
audio.
a
We're
TikTok
fine.
dance for that part. And then we'll
Yeah.
just-
All right. On to my game.
Can I rep board?
Yeah.
This is my favorite
Why is
game.
he so cheesy?
Because he watched me
Tyler, can you
witness
give me that
everything.
You saw his reaction when he realized it?
Oh my god! I almost started. He like looked at it like when a grandma takes off their glasses. He was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh no!"
That was
I
sick.
didn't see that.
And then he got up and walked around and kept looking in disgust. And then you guys kept talking. So I asked him, I was like, did it go wrong? And everyone kept talking. I was like, I don't think they know. And he's like,
I think it's a sign
I
things
had no
things
idea.
stayed right.
oh, that's too funny. Hey,
All right.
Thanks for letting me see. Fuck out of here.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Kidding.
You
Let's
cheater.
go.
Cheater?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Letting
He
you
saw
see
your
it?
list. That's what he said.
I didn't see a
He
single
said, "Thanks for
The,
letting me see."
the name's whited out, so
do you
you
mean
can't
by
see
that?
anything. It's just the hints.
person. Oh, damn. See, dude, you're always on On top
Dude,
of
I
things,
started
bro.
off so hot and I folded.
So-
It's like the Saints 2018 NFC Championship.
Since I wasn't here to do them last week, I'll just tell you the players that I had written in. They were Marcus Mariota,
Nice.
Tyquan Thornton, because he kind of snapped that week before,
Mhm.
High
Nice.
snapper.
and then Kenyon Drake.
Oh, so I would have won.
Yeah.
Kenyon.
That's what I'm getting from that.
That's a good one. Kenyon was good. He was good last week.
Yeah, 'cause he had like 10 rushes for 100 yards at
1,000
Tutty.
yards,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dylan, can you start keeping track of the winners? Because
I do every week.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Who won last week? I think. It was
The
me.
2 weeks before, you and Hunter tied.
Respect.
had him.
Respect.
You do lead the total
Oh,
once, right?
I'm the champ.
But Hunter's kind of at a disadvantage there.
Yeah.
So
buddy thought he
player
had a
number
win.
1. This player was not a starter at the beginning of the season, but is now starting because of an injury.
Spicy.
This past week, he rushed for 90 yards and a touchdown. The last clue is that Dobbs has been a truther. No, don't look.
What was the
I
first
just
hint?
wanted to see the reaction.
They knew it right away.
What's their last name?
What are you talking about?
That's-
What's the
that's-
last
Oh
name?
wait, that's
Wait, what was
I
the
wrote
first
mine
hint?
down already.
The first hint was he was not a starter at the beginning of the year, but is playing as a starter now because of an injury.
Oh, I know this.
Oh
I
wait,
spelled his name wrong on purpose, but it's
Uh,
okay.
you said
I hyped him
Dobbs.
up.
Dobbs has been a
Oh.
truther for several years now.
Never mind.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a trick question though for me because if I get this wrong, I know who I'm gonna get it wrong to. I don't think I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm playing it safe. But if I get it wrong, I know I'm getting it wrong too.
Everyone have it?
Dangerous.
Stop.
I have not done anything. dangerous
3,
to us.
2, 1, flip.
Am I right?
Hunter has put
what'd
his
you
board
get?
away so fast.
You put Ken Walker. It is Benjamin.
Bang, 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 bang. Well done, boys.
Hey, that stock price just keeps going up, boys.
I thought you said play for the Seahawks. That's why I was.
That would be such an easy hint.
That would just be too easy.
I had Rashad Penny on my dynasty team, so I was like, oh, it's Ken Walker.
Ken Walker though, man.
All right,
Go on.
player number 2. This player started out the season hot, but has since seen his role decrease, like a lot. This past week, he had no carries and was targeted once. His spot is currently being taken by a second-year player that was highly drafted.
This is
So
who I
who's the
was
player
worried
whose spot
about
he-
losing the last one too? How funny how this works.
So who's the player that got his spot taken, basically?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
I wrote this in
Hold on.
like such shit
I
because
know what it
I wanted
is.
no one to see it.
Oh,
Because I
No
have
carries this
him.
week.
no carries, and he's a running back.
I'm
Last
sorry.
week or this week?
Can you just give it to me again?
Yesterday.
It was
Yesterday?
coaching malpractice.
Yesterday.
I'm gonna keep it real though. It's also coaching malpractice. This man did not get a carry. Again, I'm not even certain that I'm right, but I'm like 99.5%.
Oh, I'm 100%.
Sure that I'm right?
I know
Get
this
any
one.
Dylan, I'm sorry.
snaps?
Could you?
No, the
repeat
fact
that
that it's
again for
like
me?
if he because I didn't even notice that he didn't get any snaps. If he didn't get any snaps, because I haven't gotten around to watching the
Repeat
Jack.
all of it.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around.
This player started out the season hot, but has since seen his role decrease. Tyler is looking at stats. That is not allowed.
I was just looking at
Cheater!
Oh my
Oh, it's egregious. This
I
is
literally did-
egregious.
I just had this.
Because if you see someone with no carries and one target, then you're like, oh, that's it.
no, I didn't.
He
Look, I
holds
didn't go
down
cheater.
Siri
And
when
he also you just gave it away. So like I win.
did on accident. I did.
How'd you give it away?
I didn't get. If only he caught it, I can't say. I gave it away if you caught it.
Damn it.
This past week he had no carries and one target, but did not catch it. His spot is currently being taken by a second-year player that was highly drafted.
A second-year player.
So you know
So
right
So a
away.
second-year running back.
He might as well. That's kind of a.
He
Yeah,
might as
that'd
well
be
be a
giving it away.
first-year
Yeah.
player
Hmm.
because he didn't play it all last year. Got it. All right. I'm gonna
Ooh,
find
me and
out.
Dylan just
Give
sold
me a
this
second.
one.
Let me do some.
10,
Whoa.
9,
Yes,
8,
yes.
You
7,
had so much
6,
time.
5,
Right, you've
4,
asked him
Whoa.
3 times. To
Yeah,
three
let me
and
look
three.
at the freaking.
2, 1,
All right, what the fuck?
1,
That's, you
1.
can't give me like
One.
a you're
One.
putting that pressure on me now.
Bro,
Let
you've
me-
had the longest time.
I had to listen
Stop.
to it twice.
3 times.
All right,
actually.
let me.
All right,
wait,
fine, fine,
Dylan,
fine,
are we
fine,
guessing?
fine,
wait, are we
whatever.
guessing the second-year player, or
Whatever.
are we guessing the player that's losing the touches?
Yeah, wait,
Losing
which
the
one?
touches.
Oh, let me.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Whatever.
What? So everyone gets 5 minutes to do this.
I
segment.
wrote it down right now.
I was
I'm
about
ready.
to sell myself. I was about to sell myself.
fucking bitching at me. Damn.
Are you guys ready?
Because you asked
I
him
didn't
three
hear the
different
first
times.
time. I didn't hear the first time.
Everyone got it right.
Jeez.
And you held it upside down.
Dobbs, who did
Idiot.
you originally have down?
Bro, I
Travis.
sold myself. I would have sold myself. I had Travis. I was.
I would've
Travis
given that to you.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Dude,
I would have given it to you.
Dude, just fucking. You called me an
Damn.
idiot. Am
Motherfucker.
I 12?
Put your
That's
name
kinda
upside
rude.
the right
I'm
way.
sick though because I gave Tyler those points. I don't know if Tyler had it. I literally.
I did not.
He did not until you said
I sent it to y'all, but someone offered me Carson Wentz after he broke his finger for Travis Etienne in
All
one
right.
of my leagues.
That's
Offered
amazing.
you, Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Do they think you don't like? Do they know that you watch football?
Was it
Yeah,
Dobbs?
this guy just sends egregious trade offers to everybody.
Snaking myself. Like who was that?
All right. This one should be a little bit more difficult. What are you
I don't
doing,
know.
man?
You fucking cheater. Put your phone away. We're playing a game.
Such a cheater.
This
That's what I'm
player
saying.
is rostered in 0% of leagues on Sleeper. This
What?
player had 4 catches for over 50 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yesterday?
This is the big hint, yeah. This player has been a journeyman throughout his career, but is known for his speed and competing in track events.
I know what it is.
That's the biggest
That's
hint
too.
ever.
Yeah, that
Wait,
is
wait.
too.
You said he
easy.
had two
That's very
2 touchdowns.
That
total?
4 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Never mind.
Tyler's stumped.
Gunnar Olszewski.
You suck. You're awful at this game.
I want to see.
See, I didn't. I would have not at all had it.
I think
Do you
I
see-
have
do you wanna
it.
see mine?
I think
You
I
guys
have
both-
it.
I saw
don't
you.
know.
Oh,
You
Tyler,
guys,
I can't
you
do
guys
it,
both
Tyler.
have it.
Oh, hurry up. You're taking 5 minutes.
What?
4 catches?
4 catches, over 50 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Honestly, shout out to Hunter for this one. I wouldn't. I just that's the reason I know this.
Oh,
one.
man. He said it a while
don't
ago.
even
I
know
haven't
what?
asked
I don't
him
even
over
know
3
it.
times to ask the
I
question
said
again.
it
You
once.
said it.
You're
You
the
asked it
reason
3
I know this.
times.
No,
Don't try that with me.
Whatever.
Fuck. Why
Do I get 45
It's like a
minutes to
mystery.
answer this
You're
now?
stalling
Fuck out
because
of
you
my
need
face. Fuck out of my face.
30 seconds.
Ooh.
You said track speed? Who scored touchdown?
That's what gave it away from me. It was that you said he's competing in the track and
You
event.
should know this.
I know. I should. Bro, what the fuck?
No, it's not that easy. It's
I
that's,
should know
if
that?
I didn't have the
Oh,
refresher.
wait a minute.
I know it.
Like it's really not
5,
an easy
4.
one.
Let's go. I know it.
Are you just showing it right now?
Oh, I thought you-
3, 2, 1. I can guarantee that Kevin White is
That's
not a
not.
track star.
It was good when
Turkey's good
You
one.
literally said-
Oh. Yeah.
He told us
The horrible
Tyler
part
get it?
is I.
No.
The horrible part is I had
Who
that
did you
game
put?
on,
I don't
and
know, I
it
didn't
wasn't
see
just
it.
on
You
red
put
zone.
Mecole,
No, not me.
which I get. He scored 3
That's
touchdowns.
what I had originally wrote down.
Yeah. Track
Yeah, that was-
speed.
No, he.
I didn't.
But he
I
had
didn't
3
think-
touchdowns.
He sold
I
Mecole
didn't-
short because
I
Mecole
know.
had the
I
hat
didn't.
trick.
I didn't think of the 0% until after I was about to show it.
That's
0%
why. That's
in
why I'm
league.
cheesing. You're like you said. Fuck Mecole.
I thought Kevin White would have. He didn't have 2 touchdowns though.
that's
He
a
just had that
that's a
big-ass
good guess
run.
though. Like that's as good of a guess.
He
as
did
you could
have over 50 yards.
Yeah.
If I didn't
Thanks,
know who
Pace.
it was, I would have been absolutely stumped. Like, okay.
Thanks, Pace.
It was at the 3.
What?
Was that 3?
Yeah.
The Bears could have had Todd Gurley.
Well, me and Dobbs have
This is what
What?
happens when your
Shared
GM tries to
championship
get
this
you
week.
weapons
Hey.
and
All
waste
right.
draft
We'll just carry the
capital.
trophy home
Hold
together.
on, hold
Bring
on.
it back
I think
next week.
McCaffrey was that draft too, maybe.
Top 5 coaches right now in the league? Yeah. Let's do it.
Like, are we talking about like where we could see them taking their team this year, or like?
I think
what's
it's
the-
as of,
you
yeah, just
can-
like as of right now, like
you-
literally just ranking them. I'd say like just as of right now.
I feel like you can do it in whatever lens you want to put around it is your decision to make.
As of today. Okay.
As of today, the best coaches in the NFL.
I'm gonna have something outlandish.
I will say, what if this isn't actually Dylan?
What?
What if it's a Bobcat?
Bobcat Dillon.
It's kind of raw.
I don't like it. I sound like some
That's a-
hick.
It sounds like someone you like hire who owns like a ton of Bobcats, and you go on their property and pay them like $20 to look at.
Like the Tiger King.
It's like Bobcat Dylan. That sounds kind of.
That comes off the.
Jets just traded for James Robinson.
Wow.
Oh, we.
Wow,
What the
that's so nice.
What?
That is so nice.
You're cheesing, Tyler. You're cheesing.
Hot Jets.
Damn, do you know what I was saying?
That's so nice.
I was saying the Bears sign him next year.
Yeah, that would be cool.
He would definitely come home too.
That's what I'm saying.
Come
And
home,
he'd be
J Rob.
Oh yeah. Dude, that is such a nice pickup.
Doesn't move the needle.
Well, you're baking the Jets, so I don't really care.
No, I'm baking James Robinson.
Okay, well, you need to move the needle with a quarterback that you glorified to be some god.
I said
No,
next
no,
year.
no, 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 no.
I
Stop,
said next
stop,
year.
stop. How many years can they get? 5, 6, 7, 8? What, you still think like Trent Dilfer?
year 2.
You think Trent Dilfer's amazing still?
it's
or
year
something?
2, bro?
You literally
He played
you
6
literally,
games
you literally
last
said
year.
like maybe 30 minutes ago that you're like outside of the quarterback.
Who is the best quarterback from that class?
Wait, which class?
It's definitely Lawrence.
It's a tough.
Is it?
I think
It's got-
think so too. But like that's
I
a
would-
question that's up for debate.
It's not
Just-
Jones.
No, you're
Mills?
You're forgetting the
Look,
Zach Wilson
Andy,
breakout's going to
Mills is
happen
so
somehow,
bad.
some way. We're
That's what I'm
we're only
saying.
like a year and a half
it's,
late.
It's not even because he's even played a full
good
16 game
coaches.
slate. Like he played 6 games last
It
year,
has
and
to
he's
be
played like
T-Law.
4. He's played 2
It has
this
to be
year.
T-Law.
Yeah, easily.
Everyone's already counting Zach Wilson. I know he looks like shit. I have not given up on him yet, though. Still, that's my guy.
Okay, I have
I'm
my
acknowledging he
coaches.
looks like shit. I got my list, and I kind of cat because I combined future or not future. I combined the past and the present.
Do you want me to go just because I'm ready and I can? Keep
I'm
going?
also
for
ready,
it.
so I can
Okay.
just go after you.
So
I don't know. This
I
list
just I put down Andy Reid. I think that's kind of
That's number one?
self-explanatory. I didn't rank them. Are we ranking them?
I
Or we
ranked
just-
mine, but like you don't have to.
Okay, I didn't because I think they're all in different situations and with different levels of seniority. It's kind of hard in my opinion. If you did, it would just be like the older coaches in my
Wait,
eyes.
so is this just based off of this year? Because like there's a
I don't-
lot of
He
I
said
did-
put it in
I
whatever
did
lens
past
you
and
want. So
present.
I'm going to explain why mine are
Okay.
like mine. So I had Andy Reid. I think it's self-explanatory. The Chiefs are good. They don't have those weapons on offense like they used to. Nick Sirianni, crazy what he's doing.
You
with
put
that
him on?
team. Yeah.
That's who I put on where I said I'm gonna get wild.
Oh no, I don't think that's wild. I think he's leading. He has a 6-0
Let's
team.
go.
And then I had put down Brian Dable, 5-1 with
6-1.
6-1 with the Giants. You can't knock that. Like they're playing crazy. Like any other coach, not playing like that. They're not 6-1.
Agreed.
Bill Belichick, the consistency is ridiculous. He's good every year. Doesn't matter the roster. Doesn't matter team. Mike Tomlin,
I feel like
because the
he had to
Steelers are actually garbage.
See, I didn't.
Respect.
No. See, that I love that. I actually do love that so much.
No, that's the
My
same.
favorite pick ever that you just had. He's a great fucking
I want to
coach,
put him, but
no
I
matter
don't-
what.
Yep.
I did want to put him too, but in one of the spots, but I didn't want. I feel like there's someone else there.
Oops.
Ooh,
Oopsie. It's good. I hear you.
You know, fuck that. I'm taking Bill out of here. I love Mike.
Whoa, you can't do it for Bill. Take it for
What
fucking
the
Vrabel.
fuck?
Vrabel's a good pick.
Vrabel, like I think they
I'm
had like
disgusted.
they had like 50 or so guys.
got-
Vrabel's a good coach, but he
Dude,
can't
they
take
had,
out
like-
the goat.
All right,
I know.
Let's let Dobbs go.
I love
since he's
Mike
ready.
Tomlin.
Yeah,
I agree.
Anyways,
I wanted to
this
put him in.
Caparoni over here. Bill Belichick's number 1 because if he's not on your list, you're smoking fucking moon rocks.
He's not on my list.
You're smoking moon rocks.
Tom Brady? Oh, that's who he had with him, right? Okay.
Yep. He
I
had
just
the
wanted
best quarterback of all time.
right.
I forgot. Tom Brady made all great interceptions, defensive.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Tom Brady. That's all-
clowneries.
That's all I have to say.
This clownery. Bill Belichick's the GOAT. If you think otherwise, you're lying. But I have Andy Reid number 2 because Andy Reid he makes it work with anyone, man. And Andy Reid he's the second GOAT. I guess unless you're thinking like the guys to the left and right of me. At us. Tomlin number 3 because again Tomlin he's him. Steelers suck. Tomlin's him. I got McDermott at number 4 just because he's been having the Bills looking really good now. He rebuilt the Bills. I mean, they have an identity. They're very likely. I mean, they're going to be championship contenders for the foreseeable future, and he's going to be their guy. And then at number 5, I got Mike Vrabel because same kind of situation. He turned the Titans around, built them, gave them an identity, consistently winning team.
That's your 5.
That's my 5 game.
Okay, my 5. I made a little criteria for my list. I didn't put any pretty new head coaches down at all. It's pretty much the old guys. But I did take Bill Belichick off just because I think, it's a different game of football now. He's not who he was. That's fine. So my number 1 is Andy Reid. I'm taking this in the sense of you have a blank slate of football teams and you have blank slate of players. Everybody's a robot in this sense. I'm going to pick a head coach that A, gets his players to play for him, B, understands how to win games now in this age, C, how they can make adjustments to better put themselves in a position to win, and D, I say have done it for a long time and they've been around the block. I trust them more than I trust Mike McDaniel. If I was doing offensive head coaches or schemes, I'd put Mike McDaniel in this list or Brian Dable, but they're not yet. They're still young. 2, John Harbaugh, been around the block, won 2 Super Bowls. Two Super Bowls? John Harbaugh's won 2? 1?
Just the one with Flacco.
He's won a Super Bowl with Flacco. Guy's great, gets everything out of his players, understands the game of football, and he continues his knowledge. He's not set in stone in what he knows and what he doesn't know. 3, Mike Vrabel. I think, outside of Bill Belichick, he's the second coming of somebody that understands how to play football the Patriot way, and he's doing that with the new team. First one to get that success. He's got to be 3 for me. 4, Sean McDermott. Culture is important, and I think, he gets the best out of his players. He also understands the age of football that he's playing right now. He needs to play defense in a pass-heavy, landscape, and he needs to play offense in a pass-heavy landscape. He understands both those very well. That's why he's 4 for me. 5, Mike Tomlin. Probably the best in-game adjuster to this team that he's playing. Maybe has the best game plans out of anybody for the roster that he has. He's beaten the Bucs and the Bengals, 2 teams that have been to the Super Bowl, and he's beaten them both with Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, and a roster that just looks bleak. So I have to throw my respect out there for him. Plus, you got Ben Roethlisberger to the playoffs, which is just mind-blowing to me. So these are the old guys that I think are still top 5. I don't think Bill is anymore. I just think the game's different. He has to adjust to it.
I'm going to go
I just
kind of
want to
quick.
remind you guys about the time that Bill brought Brian Hoyer to the playoffs. I do want to remind everyone.
He went 10-6 with Matt Castle.
Was that's who my guy Bill? I did.
Why isn't he doing it now?
I mean, why is Tomlin doing it now?
Tomlin has Big
rookie?
Ben.
I mean, do you guys? I don't know.
Tomlin
went to the playoffs with
Tomlin did go to the playoffs last year.
with Big Ben.
He's been to the playoffs, or he's actually
never
been under 500. So I don't know how you can dispute
I mean,
that.
Bill was going crazy with Mackie Jones. I don't like.
I like Tomlin, but he's about to go below 500. this
Well,
year.
yeah, duh.
That's true.
All right. I'm going to go through mine rather quick. I don't know if I would say these are like 5 in order, like that I truly believe in order. These are just coaches that I really do enjoy. I'm not really sure. Honorable mention, I'm going to go with Bill. I have to put Bill on there. Feel like I need to. Self-explanatory. Number 1 for me is Andy Reid. I mean, the guy just, he cooks books for a living. I don't know what the hell he does. He's crazy. He was doing crazy things with Alex Smith too. Number 2 is McVay. I don't think anyone had him on their list.
Nope.
Dylan did. We know ball actually. But no, McVay, I've held to a high standard since he came into the league. I thought he was going to be a genius, and he's only proved to be a genius. Took golf to the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if you could ask any other coach in the league that could do that. So it'd be pretty challenging. 3 is Dable, because you talk about a coach getting the most out of their players right now. That roster is dog shit. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to be straight up. But he's doing what he needs to do. He's cooking up. And I feel like the players love him. I mean, how can you not? And then 4, Vrabel. Yeah, the Titans, I'm not a big fan of the Titans, but him as a coach, I love him. He's definitely a guy you would run through a brick wall for, because he's going to light a fire under your ass and he's going to make it happen. There's some crazy stat out there that I'm sure you can all look up. The Titans had like 90-something players filtered throughout their roster last year, like
Really?
50 guys on IR. Like it was crazy shit, and they were the number 1 seed last year.
Speaking of like
insane.
under 500, the Titans haven't gone under 500 with Vrabel yet.
With Vrabel, insane. He's doing great work. Love him, and he's a Buckeye too. So that just adds a little more to the flavor. Tomlin, I love Mike Tomlin. Self-explanatory. That guy, he'll do wonders with your team. I know this year's a little tough, but I guarantee you next year they'll be in the playoffs and they're going to figure it out. Because if it's hurting anyone in that building, it's him the most, because he's addicted to winning. He's never had a losing season. So those are my 5.
So my 5, it's a little goofy here. I was throwing on Nick Sirianni to be Diffie, but Hunter stole that from me. So now I have a new coach that is absolutely blasphemous, but I think it's more so because he's not getting enough respect. and it's weird coming from me.
Oh, I know who it is. You don't gotta tell
I
me.
want to guess too.
My honorable mention is Bill Belichick as well as Mike Tomlin. So those are the two guys that technically should be on the list instead of the two guys that Nick Sirianni, the other guy. But then Andy Reid, obviously number one. He's just been cooking. He's been doing it for a long time. He has Mahomes and Kelsey, and it's just beautiful to watch every week. McVay, I think people were really hype about him at first, rightfully so, but it kind of has fallen off, I think, just because he's reached that elite tier almost, where we know he's a great head coach. My next one is John Harbaugh,
Yes.
and he's good almost every year as well, and I think he's a great motivator. You see it throughout all of the clips, especially with Lamar Jackson. Like, I don't know why those clips are so cool to see, and it really just kind of moves me. I put Nick Sirianni. He's cooking this year. I don't know what's going on. We used to think he was a meme. My next one, Arthur Smith.
Knew it.
Oh.
Knew it.
I knew it. I don't think he's actually like a top 5 NFL
I
head
know
coach.
I know.
Somebody needed.
He's
to give him his
low-key
flowers.
fucking cooking with the run scheme. It is
He's
crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Shout out Arthur Smith. He's probably going to get canned, but hey,
No, I don't think
Arthur
so.
Smith is who we thought Russ was.
I don't think so.
Did
I
y'all
do
know
not
like
think
he's
so.
like a billionaire? Like his dad owns FedEx. Like
I-
so he doesn't even like need the NFL.
I heard
Like,
about
Arthur
that.
Smith,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
Football
I love
lover?
him now.
He's just genuinely a football lover.
yep.
I can't
He
even
loves
hate.
that run.
I have Kyle Pitts, so it's it's tough. But also, it's even funnier now that they talk about Drake London. They drafted Kyle Pitts in the top 10, top 5, and then Drake London in the top 10. Don't use him.
Don't need to.
but that's
They're
why-
just running with Caleb Huntley,
At least we know
Tyler
Drake is him.
Algier, Elgier, whatever, and then there was someone else that was fucking running too. I mean,
I'm not sure. Smith was his
Huntley,
last name, maybe.
I believe
yeah,
Patterson was
just
cooking.
fucking like they're eating on the ground. I don't even know if they have a good old line. I couldn't tell you.
No, the whole line is like jumped this year. I don't know.
It's
and
playing well.
It's a
yeah.
scheme.
Can someone
It's
like
gotta be
check
the
me? Do
scheme,
they have
bro.
a new? Do they have a new like line coach as well? Because
I don't know.
I'd be interested to find that out because like they have all like everyone like jumped this year.
Historically, that offensive line is awful. Like Caleb
Yeah.
McGarry has never played a good year of football. He's their starting
Lindstrom
right tackle.
was-
Lindstrom's playing
Lindstrom,
good.
He's playing better. That's what I'm
cooking.
saying.
But,
He's
like,
he
playing
is
better.
cooking
yeah.
this year.
Like in pass pro in the last couple of years, like awful. Like the Falcons have been very bad offensive line, and now they're playing great. It has
least-
to be the scheme.
On the run scheme, they're good at run blocking. So
Yeah.
shout out Art Smith, bro.
Arthur will not lose his
Art.
job next year at all.
I don't think it'll be this
I
year,
think-
but inevitably, I don't think he's gonna be a head
I don't know,
coach
man,
for a
'cause
long time.
Listen,
It's probably what he's doing.
You get one of those top guys in college. You get Ridley back next year. Whoo-hoo.
What top guy?
Quarterback.
Stroud
Quarterback?
Young.
Is he gonna throw the ball?
He better figure it out because he's got it. They're obviously going to be better than Mariota are. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
feel like he limits his offense.
Yep,
but
that's what I was gonna say too.
but save this clip for next year because I think they could cook next year. I
They
really
will
do.
cook.
I really think they
Their
do.
offense is gonna be crazy.
I think they
Bryce
will
Young
cook.
better not end up on the Falcons, bro. He's so fucked up.
They just need to lose games. I don't know what they're
I'm
doing.
saying that as a Saints fan. I don't want to see
They're
that.
cooking. That's what they're doing.
They are cooking.
All right. Well, that's been the show now.
Thanks for listening. If you stuck around,
Go Bears. This
Go
is
Bears.
taped on Monday night.
bear down.